Well, Todd, that's a very encouraging start. They did come back at you in the last half, but you would have expected that. But pleased with your boys' hit out?
Yeah, certainly. I thought we certainly jumped out of the blocks and played some good footy, got some scoreboard pressure on them. Third quarter they're always going to be a proud group. Had a best club, best team for the last 5 or 6 years, so they're always going to come at us. We probably maybe our intensity dropped off, and they kicked a couple in a row and got going. But I thought we stood up pretty well, especially in the last quarter. Our leaders stood up, and it's always a bit of a grind around one after half time. So to get through was pleasing. Yep.
To start so strongly, you really built some momentum up, and I guess you never know how you are going to start a season, but you probably couldn't have started much better with the way that first quarter and first half went.
Yeah, look, we took all our chances, and I think we kicked 10-1 or something like that. So certainly scoreboard pressure and took our chances, and they missed a couple in the second quarter. But it certainly helps, whether you start a game well or you start a season well. It's really positive. So I thought it was pretty even contribution across the board.
Especially the midfield, to have other guys step up when you're missing your number one ruckman and missing your best defender from last year. Probably dominated them in that area and missing key players, and that's one of their strengths. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, look, I thought Jake Solomon in his first game was really good for us. Gave us first use and played like a big man, and that's all we asked for him, and really competed hard. And yeah, the midfield group obviously. Dylan Mayne had a really strong finish to last season in the midfield, and he continued today. And Schloithe fully fit, which he hasn't. But he's had a couple of injuries the last couple of years, and be able to play him midfield certainly helped for us. So but to miss Shane Hockey, one of our leaders, fairest and best winner, and probably died in the wool inside mid, was really pleasing for us. Yeah.
Young Brandon Donaldson stood up. Ben Saunders, of course, terrific with 4 goals, and with a sound season, you'd hope to push deep into the final series again. But Brandon Donaldson, terrific with 3 goals tonight.
Yeah, look, he's a kid that if you get the ball in his hands, he's pretty effective. I thought he delivered the ball well inside 50 and took his chances to kick 3 straight. But look, he's worked really hard, and he was really light last year. He's worked hard in the gym and put on a bit of weight, and I think it helped him. And to his credit, he's worked super hard, got stronger, but still maintained the good aerobic base, and he can run. So he was really good for us. I thought Kyle Russell in his first game was also really good for us. But across the board, I thought we were pretty even.
Yeah, down back, Marlion Pickett and Blayne Wilson especially, very strong early.
Yeah, defence was pretty sound for the most part. Blayne Wilson was strong. Even Steve Edwards playing on Ryan, I thought he was really good. A couple of the goals that he got, if you're defending one-on-one inside the forward half, it's pretty hard. So look, I thought he was really good and stuck to his task. So our defenders were pretty strong, but our midfield were pretty good. And the majority of the game, I think, we were sort of in control and playing mostly in our half. So it makes it a bit easier for the defenders, I guess.
Steve Edwards, you touched on, he had a good year last year as a small forward, but you've probably got quite a few small forwards now, obviously with Corey coming back and Brandon standing up. That small back row, is that where you see him probably best suited now?
It's probably more on a week-to-week sort of basis. I think we've worked really hard on our flexibility, guys that can play multiple roles, and Stevie's certainly one of those. He can play wing, he can play back, he can play forward, and that's what we've probably tried to really, an area we've concentrated on as a group is flexibility. And if things aren't working out for you on the day playing one spot, that you feel really comfortable in other positions, we move him around a bit. So, but I thought he was really good. He's had a good summer.
Zach Strom's another one who had a good year last year as a sort of workman-like centre-half forward and pinch hit in the ruck, but he probably just couldn't finish in front of goal at times. But tonight he did and kicked 3 goals, and that's the one area where if you can fix up, it's going to be even more important for you.
Yeah, he plays an enormous role for us to play key forward and then pinch hit in the ruck. We'd like to get a bit more help for him so he doesn't have to do as much work. But for a big man, he moves really well. His pressure's really good, and he converted his chances tonight. But he's an important player for us, so never misses a beat. So he's a pleasure to coach.
Pretty brave by Steve Verrier as well to continue to play and allow you to have full rotations even though he had a broken hand. Yeah,
it's disappointing. He's third in our best and fairest last year, and he's one that's probably really grown under the tutelage of Shane Hockey as an inside mid along with Dylan Mayne, and he missed a couple of weeks with a slight hip strain, and then to come back in and break his hand halfway through the second quarter was disappointing for him and certainly for us. But the courage he showed to play forward and now allow us to keep rotating. And look, we didn't expect him to use his hand, and we just wanted him to be another pair of legs for us. But he's such a competitor; he kept getting involved and leading, and look, he was great for us.
That's a gutsy effort. I did notice he was spending time off the ground. I thought something might have been up, but he went out again. So
yeah, no, well, we need it confirmed, but all suspicions are that he's broken his hand. So it was pretty courageous by the kid.
You mentioned Jake Solomon before. He was really good in his first game for the club, but Brock Higgins is working his way back as well, and he was good in the reserves. Is there a chance you'll play both of them, or does Brock need more time, or do you consider him next week?
Well, look, Brock's certainly getting closer, but we're sort of mindful that he's coming back. We don't want to make him do too much too early. So I guess the bonus of Jake's performance today is we can make sure that Brock's really ready, and it's great for the coaching staff to have another option. He was great today. He needs obviously to continue to back it up and continue to grow, but haven't actually had them both available, so we haven't really thought about playing them together. But if they continue to step up and like that, it's an option we can look at.
First time you beat Subiaco in your time here. Nice to tick that up finally.
Yeah. Look, I hadn't really noticed it, but look, a win's a win. Round one, it's always a bit of a grind. By the end of it, it's almost like they're all sort of sludging through the porridge. They're just trying to get through.
You played really well against Swan Districts last year. I'm sure you're expecting a very different team from them next week. Yeah,
no doubt. Obviously brought a lot of quality back in their group and conceded 8 goals in the first quarter today, and then to be able to steal up and come back and win was a great effort for them. So we'll recover well and have a look at the game and then prepare for next week.
Thank you.
All good.